Alright then, I would like you to take a good deep breath and fill your lungs as much as you can. And now exhale. Okay, now what I would like you to do is take another deep breath, only this time I want you to measure how full your lungs are on a scale from 0 to 10. 10 being as full as they could be. Okay, so take another deep breath, filling your lungs, and as you exhale, just allow whatever number to come to mind from 0 to 10 of how full your lungs were. Okay. Now when I say whatever number comes to mind, this is the first number that pops to mind, because here you are learning to work with and trust your unconscious or subconscious mind. Because as we continue with this session, you will find it interesting to discover all the information to what you want to work on here today is in your unconscious mind. So don't question what comes to mind. Whatever just pops into your mind is the right answer. Alright now, so you have a number between 0 and 10. And that number you have, if it is below 10, whatever you have to add to that number to bring it up to 10 is the number we will be working with. This remaining number is called constricted breathing, because you have not got a full 10 in your lungs yet. And when you take a deep breath, it is called a constriction, because you have been unable to fill your lungs to their full capacity. So what I would like you to do now is begin by tapping on the karate chop point on the side of either hand with the index finger and forefinger of the opposite hand, and say after me, even though I have this breathing constriction, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now while you continue tapping on the side of your hand, we say this 2 more times. Even though I have this breathing constriction, I deeply and completely accept myself. And again, even though I have this breathing constriction, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, with your index finger and forefinger, I'd like you to tap on the eyebrow point and say after me, this breathing constriction, tapping about 7 times on each point. Now tap on the side of the eye, this breathing constriction. And now under the eye, this breathing constriction. And under the nose, this breathing constriction. Chin point, this breathing constriction. Collarbone point, this breathing constriction. Pat under the arm, this breathing constriction. And pat on top of your head, this breathing constriction. Very good now. Now what I would like you to do is take another deep breath, filling your lungs, and as you exhale, again, see what number pops to mind, and check to see if that number has changed in any way, increased in any way. So just do that now. Very good. Now as before, we use the number that just popped into your mind and subtract that from 10, and the remaining number is what we will work with. Okay, here we go again, tapping on the karate chop point on either hand and saying after me, even though I have this remaining breathing constriction, I deeply and completely accept myself. And again, continuing to tap on the karate chop point, even though I have this remaining breathing constriction, I deeply and completely accept myself. Alright, just one more time. Even though I have this remaining breathing constriction, I deeply and completely accept myself. Alright, now, with your index and forefinger, begin tapping on the eyebrow point, and say, while tapping at least 7 times on each point, this remaining breathing constriction. Now on to the side of the eye, this remaining breathing constriction. Now under the eye, this remaining breathing constriction. Under the nose, this remaining breathing constriction. Chin point, this remaining breathing constriction. Collarbone point, this remaining breathing constriction. Now pat under the arm at the underarm point, this remaining breathing constriction. Now patting on top of the head, this remaining breathing constriction. Okay, once again, just take a deep breath in, fill your lungs, and as you exhale, just see what number comes to mind between 0 and 10. Alright, we are going to go through this routine one more time, using the number of breathing constriction that still remains. And if you measure to 10, you may move on to your session or do one more round of tapping. Okay, so here we go, tapping the karate chop point. Even though I still have some breathing constriction remaining, I deeply and completely accept myself. And again, even though I still have some breathing constriction remaining, I deeply and completely accept myself. One more time. Even though I still have some breathing constriction remaining, I deeply and completely accept myself. Alright, now tapping the eyebrow point. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Side of the eye. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Under the eye. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Under the nose. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Chin point. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Collarbone. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Under the arm. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Top of the head. Still some remaining breathing constriction. Very good. Take a deep breath, fill your lungs, and just release that breath now. Alright. And measure one more time from 0 to 10. And hopefully you've got on to 10, so that we can move on to the next part of this session. And if you're required to go through this routine one more time, just to clear up any remaining breathing constriction, just do so by restarting this section and running through one more time. Okay.